Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Byron Wayne, and I'm a school teacher. And at the beginning of every school year, a bunch of enthusiastic teachers come together for 2 days of mandatory meetings. And during those 2 days, that early enthusiasm is systematically beaten out of you. So on the first day of school, enthusiastic students are greeted by teachers with frowns and fretful looks, all thinking to themselves, I have got to do this for another 180 days. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah. Now, the first day of these mandatory meetings, nothing but burdensome rules and regulations related to accountability. The second day is a healthy combination of obvious crap, surprising crap, and useful information. Now, an example of obvious crap. Never have fun of or make fun at a student's expense. It is wrong and insensitive to go up to a student that is severely stuttering and say something like, let's get ready to mumble. No crap. And turns out, no crap is something you should never say to a student that accidentally injured themselves anally and now has to wear a colostomy bag. And if you, right now, are thinking to yourself, what are the odds of that? You do not know my students. Oh, Lordy. Now, an example of surprising crap. Did you know in the state of Nevada, it is against the law for a teacher to have sex with a 16 or 17-year-old student? Unless. There actually is an unless. And what the unless is freaked me out even more than the fact that there is an unless. And it is unless the teacher and student are married. And it does not even specify to each other. If they're both married, it's okay. Now, useful information. Intervention strategies to deal with bullying and harassment. Because there's way too much hatred, homophobia, and racism in this world. Come on, people. This is almost 2015. Can we finally put an end to it? Now, almost everybody is aware of the South's racist past, but are you aware of their homophobic present? Legislators in Alabama have proposed a bill that, if passed, will require all homosexuals to sit in the front of all airplanes, all buses, and all trains. They want to make it very clear they do not want homosexuals walking down the aisle. And Mississippi's so homophobic, they are actually thinking about changing the name of their state. They're thinking about changing it from Mississippi to Mr. and Mississippi. And the one thing that gets weirder every single school year, students' names. I got this Hawaiian girl. First name is Michaela Makialohalani. 20 freaking letters. Try getting that in the grade book's little name rectangle. And this year we had this military couple come and enroll their students into our school. Both of them retired military, so they gave their kids military names. The girl's name is Flotilla, and the boy, Brigade. Flotilla and Brigade Evan. But they don't like it pronounced Evan. They want it pronounced Evan, because they are proud evangelicals. So I got to thinking about this. of all the evangelicals I know, these evangelicals actually have a flotilla and a brigade, making them the only evangelicals I know actually prepared for Armageddon. Now, the school that I teach at, we've got about 80 girls, and I'd say of those 80 girls, I'd say at least 20 are either pregnant or have already had at least one kid. Now, I call these kids Indiana kids because Indiana is the Hoosier state, and most of these poor kids will never have an answer for who's your daddy. Now, once again, the Nevada legislature failed to pass a sex ed bill. Now, to be perfectly honest, most of these girls do not need sex ed. Fact is, most of them could probably teach me a few things. But what they do need is to memorize Byron Wayne's pregnancy prevention steps, all guaranteed to prevent pregnancy. Step number 1, do not have sex. Now, this step always works. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but that was over 2,000 years ago, and it has only happened once. Trust me, if you do not have sex, you will not be getting pregnant. Step number 2, if you decide that sex absolutely, positively has got to become part of your life, try as hard as you possibly can to only have sex with yourself. Now, for some stupid reason, this is called masturbation. Since there's only one person doing it, it ought to be called unoturbation. Masturbation sounds like a large gathering of people all meeting at the same place at the same time to unoturbate together. Which wouldn't be bad if they arranged it boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. That way, while you were unoturbating, you could get off on the two gals next to you that were also unoturbating. Oh, she's digging those good vibrations. It's giving her excitations. Good, 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 good vibrations. Okay, so much for my sick fantasies. Back to preventing teenagers from getting pregnant. Okay. You decide that steps 1 and 2 are leaving you a bit lonely. You decide you need to share your love. Try as hard as you possibly can to make sure that the person you are sharing your love with is another girl. Now you decide you absolutely must have sex with a boy. Step number 4. Do not remove any clothing. Now, this is referred to as dry humping. And if done correctly, it can lead to a very pleasurable creaming of the jeans by both participants. Step number 5. You determine you absolutely positively must have sex with a naked boy. Use your hand. Step number 6. You decide a penis absolutely, positively must be inserted into your body. Remember, you have 3 holes. 1, 2, 3. Do not use hole number 1. And when it comes to 3, remember, practice makes perfect. Step number 7. Just because a penis cannot go into hole number 1 is no reason to leave it neglected. A lot of things can be used. Fingers, thumb, tongue, all perfectly acceptable. If you're into nature, Heck, all kinds of things you can use. You got carrots, pickles, cucumbers, zucchini. You could have a field day with yourself and then a real yummy salad. And have you ever wondered why they call a penis meat? Go to the meat section of the grocery store. All kinds of penis-shaped things. Heck, you can get yourself a kielbasa, put part of it in hole number 1, part of it in hole number 2, the boy in hole number 3. You got yourself one heck of a three-way with just one other person. Now, if that doesn't sound like a good time, I don't know what does. Byron Wayne's pregnancy prevention steps. Make a girl that you care about memorize them and enjoy the rest of this evening.